What up, what up? It's your boy Geppetto back in the building. I just want to talk about, have y'all noticed within the last couple of years how unprofessional people have been in like medical environments? Is it just me? I don't know what is going on. And I get it, like the medical industry is a tough industry. And I know especially during like COVID, it was a very trying time. So like again, to all the good nurses, doctors, medical staff, like salute to you. I thank you for your services. But it's just I don't know what's going on. Medical professionals as of recent have been so unprofessional. I literally had to report a doc. Like, I'm gonna give y'all some information. Um I got a doctor fired, y'all. Real talk. Again, I know y'all might think my stories are a bit crazy, but I had a doctor that was so unprofessional, and a doctor who literally assaulted me. Um, I was having a procedure done on my legs because y'all, like, I'm flat footed. I had like several like leg foot problems. I had like a torn meniscus. I had broken. It's just a lot. And one of my jobs had really really good insurance. So it was at one point in time I was trying to like get all like my medical stuff done because when I was bartending for a long time I didn't have good insurance. So I the situation with this doctor was, it was, again, I got to speak very vaguely because like I said, I'll tell y'all what happened. Um I pretty much went. I called to get a general appointment with one of the doctors. I got it. They checked me out and they was like, well, yeah, well, we could do this procedure on you. It could be a in office procedure, and it was a specific doctor I was supposed to have. Okay, cool. We set a time, a date or whatever, and I was gonna have the procedure done on my legs. I literally get a call from the office and they said, well, hey, we're going to switch your doctor, but this other doctor is highly qualified and blah, 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 blah. And like, it was a lot of like fast talking. And I was like, well, why are you guys switching my doctor? But then again, I had already like requested off work and it was like a simple in person procedure to be done on my legs. And I like, all right, cool. The doctor was an Asian woman and she isn't from America. So I'm gonna circle back to that a little later. The doctor, this is the week of the surgery, and I had to go and like meet the doctor and all that stuff. The doctor seemed cool. I just wanted to do, because remember I had already built a rapport with the previous doctor, but because I guess they had already locked me in for a date, they just kind of like switched my doctors and stuff like that. So I was just like, I'm looking on the website. I can't see this Asian lady doctor on the website. So I asked her, I was like, hey, you're not on the company's website. Like, can I get some information on you? I know it's just an in-office procedure for my legs, but I would prefer I get a background. I don't know if that offended the lady. And then she was like, oh, you could Google me, XYZ, XYZ. I was like, okay, cool. Few days later, I did my blood work and all that stuff. We going to do the procedure on my legs. We show up. I show up to the the office the day of the procedure for my legs. I don't know if this doctor was on one, but she came in there with like an attitude, right? Mind you, this is a simple procedure for my legs. And again, I'm just trying to be vague. I'm trying to be vague, The doctor was being so rough with me. And I'm a guy, I could take shit. But the doctor, like, first of all, The doctor, which I found was so odd, this is a place for my legs. The doctor then tells me they had given me the nurse had given me like a little bit of like some little underwear. She had given me like some underwear because like she was gonna be like doing the small procedure on both my legs. The doctor then comes and says she prefers that I be completely naked for this. I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, because she has to like go up and down the leg and like monitor blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm kind of going back and forth with the doctor, like that's very odd. Like I don't why do I have like, and then the doctor starts yelling at me, no, you have to did it. And I'm like looking at the nurse like, so then I said, well, hey, okay, I'm having faith in this doctor. So I said, well, can I have something to cover, like, my private area? Because I said, I'm still kind of confused why you don't want me to have bottoms on for a procedure with my legs. They gave me the thing to cover myself. When I tell you this doctor, I go and I sit down because they were just like supposed to like numb my feet. The doctor is treating me like a rag doll on the table. So she's just like, and like just bending my foot like that. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like looking at the nurse like, yo, what is this lady doing? So she had like bent, like she had like turned my foot one way and I like jerked like myself. And I like had grabbed my knee. You know this? The doctor like hit my hand. So listen, I turned 38 hot in the room. And the nurse was a black woman. She grabbed my hand and she's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, yo, just let her finish. I'm gonna wrap your legs up. Woo, woo, woo. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So I'm like mad because I'm like, yo, if this was a female doctor, I would have got up and like, I mean, if this was a male doctor, forgive me. If this was a male doctor, I would have got up and gave his ass the business. So after the procedure is done, the nurse is like wrapping up my legs. I guess the doctor could see I'm like pissed. So the doctor, she comes and she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I know I'm rough. I'm not rough. I just tried to do a good job. So she's like apologizing like crazy. So I was just like, I just need to leave. I was so mad that because I had the procedures done on my legs, I was supposed to get like wheelchaired out. So my ride was like circling like the parking lot or whatever, and I just got up and I was walking, and then the one girl was like, no, I can't let you walk out. You just had like stuff done to your legs. And I was like, I need to get out of here because I'm so pissed. So I came up there a few days later to complain on the doctor. When I complained, when they was like checking my legs, um, the same nurse was like, "Is everything okay?" I said, "No, I want to make a complaint." And I said, so she said, "Let her go get the practice manager." The practice manager comes in, and I say, "Hey, I don't know what kind of doctor y'all. I don't know what's going on, but I need some answers because this doctor physically assaulted me. This doctor was rough." So the practice manager literally says to me, "Oh my gosh, we've been talking to her. We told her, bedside manner is important." And then she starts telling me that the doctor is not from America. She grew up in a third world country and she doesn't really know kindness. And she's a really good doctor. She's skilled, but she just doesn't know like that human emotional part because she had a really rough childhood in whatever Asian country she's from. I don't give a fuck where this lady is from. Yo, this lady was treating me like a rag doll. And I started having all these questions. I like, yo, I need to find out why y'all switched my doctor. I need to find out where this lady came from. I don't know what y'all doing in this medical office, but like, I need some answers. So the practice manager was like, okay, I'm sorry. Let me talk to my higher ups. We're going to see what we could do for you. Like, I'm sorry. So she's profusely apologizing. A few days later, the practice manager then calls me and she's like, hey, I talked to the higher ups. We just want to apologize again. She shouldn't have hit you. We don't know what was wrong. Like, we've talked to her several times because, like, you're not the only patient to have a complaint about her. And I was like, okay, but you guys switched my doctor. You guys gave me a doctor who is known to be abusive and mean towards patients. I need something to be done about this. So she's like, okay, I'll let you know. Never hear back. I follow up with her and I like, hey, following up. Again, I had a real bad experience with this doctor. I need some answers. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna, talk to the higher ups and see because we did speak to the doctor and she's apologetic. And I say, yo, a sorry is not gonna cut it. So I then get a call from somebody in their like upper corporate team, and they're like, "Hey, I work with the such and such doctor's office," and they was like, "Well, explain to us what's wrong." And I was sending like I had email correspondence with the practice manager because I was keeping a paper trail. So I tell the lady, and I could tell it was some little snarky white woman who was just fucking rude. And she pretty much was like, well, we're sorry you had a bad experience with one of our doctors, and this will be a teachable moment. And I said, no, 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 no. You guys knew that this doctor had bad reviews. Per your staff, you're saying this doctor has had several terrible reviews about treating patients like crap, and you guys kind of finessed me into getting my procedure for my legs with this doctor. So I said, no, something has to be done. Same thing. Well, we got to talk to the executive team, blah, 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 blah. This is what pissed me off now. Still ain't hear nothing back. I then get a call from the office talking about, hey, it's your 2 or 3 month checkup. Dr. So and so, the same doctor who was fucking butcher and mean to me, and a damn fucking like abuser, wants to do a checkup. So I was like, and I told the person over the phone, yo, I literally have been complaining about this doctor. So I was like, it's clear that y'all not taking my complaint seriously. So I said, okay. So I sent another email to the practice manager and I said, okay, it's been 3 months since I made a complaint about how this doctor treated me and all this stuff. So I said, obviously, y'all are not taking this serious. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Georgia Medical Board and I'm going to this and that. I'm talking the next day I get a call from this doctor's office corporate executive team. And I have all the calls recorded. The girl was very sweet, and she's so sorry about my experience. And then she said, I'll be honest with you, that particular doctor has had several complaints. And, we thought stuff had gotten better, and we know she's a skilled doctor, but some doctors just don't have that bedside manner, and what you experienced was horrible. So she's like, can we just go ahead and have you have another doctor take care of you in the practice? I said no. I said I don't even trust this practice no more because it's been 3 months. And I said, matter of fact, I feel like I need to talk to somebody legally because I feel like you guys have been playing games with me. It's going on like 3 months and nothing has been done. When she heard that, and like one of my friends who works in the medical field had told me like, yo, tell them you're gonna go to the Georgia board and have an investigation done on the office, all this kind of stuff. The next day, the executive team called me and was like, hey, we want to go ahead and offer you some compensation and anything you spend at like your deductibles and all this stuff, and we want to offer you some additional compensation. The girl then confirmed that we had an internal meeting with the executive team. We actually went ahead and let that doctor go because we dove deep and realized she has had way too many complaints. So They actually, we went back and forth, and I probably could have like sued them or whatever, but it was a situation where the executive, the girl who was from the executive of the corporate team, she was so kind, and she actually got shit done. So they offered me some compensation, a couple racks, and I had to again sign a non-disclosure that I wouldn't publicly talk bad about the medical office and the doctor, and I just kind of was like a clean cut or whatever the case may be. But it's so many situations like this where I go to off, like I went to the first doctor for my, this is another doctor because like I said, I had like a lot of like leg foot problems. um I went to one doctor for my torn meniscus. I go into the office, the doctor sees me for like, first of all, I was waiting an hour and a half to see the doctor. The doctor comes in, he's rushing, like, stand up, okay, kick your foot out, da 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 da, okay, da da. I think you might need surgery. And I was like, damn, like within 2 minutes, you trying to rush me into surgery? And the doctor was so like rushing me. So I remember when the nurse had came in after the doctor left, I told the nurse, like, yo, I feel mad uncomfortable with that doctor. Like, he was rushing. So she was like, yeah, we've been a bit backed up today. And I was like, yeah, I've never had a doctor spend like 2 minutes with me and then like tell me, yeah, we should just go ahead and do surgery. I said, that made me feel very uncomfortable. So I didn't even end up using that doctor. Then I had another situation where the second doctor who was supposed to do the surgery for my torn meniscus, um, his surgery coordinator was so fucking rude. Like, I'm calling so I could schedule like my time off from work, this and that. I'm leaving messages, and it's like 2 weeks, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what days I'm supposed to have, like this and that. So I finally called the lady for like a fifth time, and I said, and then she answers the phone, and I said, well, hey, I've been reaching out to you. The doctor's office told me to call you to schedule the surgery. The lady gonna tell me like, well, I've been busy. And the thing is, I really like this doctor. But the lady was just so rude over the phone. Even again, I went to a dermatologist. Had my meeting with the appointment with the dermatologist, and my insurance. The girl is telling me like my insurance, I don't have to pay a copay. So I said, you sure? She like, no, you don't gotta pay a copay. She gonna call me like, I guess they were like reviewing stuff, like we're reviewing like balances, and then she's gonna call me like probably like a month later, like, hey, you owe us a copay, da 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 da, and just so rude and unprofessional. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. I was even talking to this guy from Mexico. He had just moved here, and this is a professional guy. He was telling me that with him and his family, he said like he doesn't even like the American hospitals. He said he flies back to whatever city he was in Mexico because he's like, yo, these doctors and nurses, they're rude here. He like, they don't care about the patients. And I say, yeah, it's like, I don't know what's going on. And I know people in the medical industry have been telling me like, oh, we're overworked, we're this and that. And I say, yeah, but that still don't make it right to be a fucking asshole, because in the medical scenario, that's the most vulnerable somebody could be. You feel what I'm saying? And a friend of mine who's a nurse, she told me that a lot of these new nurses and CNA, she said they're horrible to patients. She said they're just like all the Instagram nurses and stuff like. They don't care about the patients like that. They only care about logging hours to make a lot of money. And she was just saying she said she has been constantly had to report some of the newer nurses and stuff because they're unprofessional. They talk to the patients any kind of way. They don't care. They don't have that bedside manner. And like I said, I don't know what's going on. So if you are somebody who is in the medical industry, go ahead and leave, a comment and explain what's going on. Or if you are somebody who has experienced this as well, let me know if you just feel like the medical industry in America has just been fucked. Like, It seemed like none of the nurses want to be there. The doctors, they don't want to be there. Everybody's rushing. Everybody is rude. And like, I don't know if it's a post-COVID thing or I don't know what's going on. But anyway, remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave a comment. And yeah, let's have a discussion in the, down in the comments. Remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, and more videos coming for y'all. All right? Peace.